Mia returned to her apartment after a late shift at the hospital, her muscles aching and her mind craving sleep. As she reached her door, the dim hallway lights flickered. She hesitated, frowning. Something was different. Her apartment number, 214, was now beside two identical doors instead of one. She blinked, exhaustion making her doubt her senses. The second door, newly appeared, had no handle, just a tarnished metal plate and a single word engraved, "Enter." The hair on the back of her neck stood on end, but curiosity got the better of her. She reached out, fingertips grazing the cold metal. As soon as she touched it, the plate slid aside, revealing a keypad. A faint beep sounded, and the door creaked open by itself. Inside was a mirror image of her apartment. Every piece of furniture was in its exact place, the faint hum of her refrigerator audible. Yet everything felt wrong. The air was colder, heavier, and the lights had an unsettling dimness, casting long shadows in all the corners. Mia stepped inside. On her coffee table lay a photograph she didn't recognize. Herself, smiling at a party. But behind her stood someone else. A tall figure dressed in black, its face featureless except for hollow black eyes. She didn't own this photo. Her chest tightened. She turned toward the hallway leading to her bedroom. There was movement, a shadow darting past the doorframe. "Hello?" Her voice wavered. No answer came, only the sound of faint breathing echoing through the walls. Mia backed toward the door, ready to leave, but it had vanished. The wall was now seamless, with no trace of the exit. Her pulse quickened. The lights flickered, plunging her into darkness. When they came back on, the room had changed. The walls were covered in black marks, scratch-like streaks, as though someone or something had clawed at them in desperation. The photograph on the coffee table now depicted her standing alone in the doorway, staring into the room. A deep voice rumbled from the shadows, low and distorted. "You shouldn't have come here." Mia spun around, heart racing. Standing where the door had been was the figure from the photo, its black eyes locked onto hers. It moved closer, its limbs jerking unnaturally with every step. "Why is this happening?" she screamed. It tilted its head as if amused. "You opened the door. Now you belong to us." Mia grabbed the nearest object, a lamp, and hurled it at the figure. It shattered, but the figure didn't flinch. Instead, it extended a long, spindly hand, pointing to her bedroom. "The answer is inside," it said. Terrified, but with nowhere else to go, Mia stumbled toward the bedroom door. She pushed it open, her breath hitching at the sight. Her bed was gone, replaced by a single chair facing a tall, cracked mirror. In the reflection, she saw herself, but not as she was now. The mirrored version of Mia wore a hospital gown, her face pale and sunken, her eyes wide with terror. The reflection whispered, "Run!" She turned, but the door slammed shut, trapping her inside. The voice behind her grew louder. "There is no running, only staying." Mia's reflection began to change. It smiled, a slow, unnatural stretch of its lips, as the crack in the mirror widened. From it, black tendrils began to emerge, writhing like living shadows, creeping toward her. She backed against the wall, her screams echoing in the small room. The last thing she saw before the darkness enveloped her was her own reflection, mouthing the words, "You let me in."